Hello, what's up, everyone? It's your boy, the Crackhead. Wish you all a wonderful day. I did the area of Tel Aviv where they call Florentine. This is Florentine region in Tel Aviv. It's a very popular area. But anyways, no be Florentine I want to talk about. A lot of when I don't hear for social media or even watch for news, they'll say the war don't finish. Israel-Iran war don't finish. Then call them ceasefire. Donald Trump ceasefire. And some even news agencies, they tag them 12-day war. Who tag them 12-day war? Just because say 6-day war day, when I want make this one, make it be 12-day war. Now Israel tag them 12-day war. This now why since this war started, if anything I don't learn from this war, now just to the watch. No just rush to talk things, because at the end of the day, you know one talk one now. After the next 30 minutes, you talk another one. Hey, for my mind, I know things say this war don't finish. As in how the war will finish like that. Iran, for their heart, they go talk, say, which kind ceasefire, Donald Trump? Why you not announce this ceasefire before you strike our Bordeaux nuclear facility? Why? Because after you don't strike and finish, we can't retaliate. You can't call them ceasefire. Now lie. The war must go on. Because after the ceasefire announcement, night Iran strike us, give Beersheba water. In their defense, they talk say they may not already send the missile before the announcement. And because of their strike, now Israel come follow retaliate. Talk say, when I know honor ceasefire, now we go come honor ceasefire. So for me, I feel say, ceasefire, that ceasefire, it is shaky, it is strenuous. Even though Donald Trump been come to it say that ceasefire is in effect from now, as in war referee. You know, say Donald Trump now be war referee. But me, I feel say that ceasefire, you know what? Why I talk like that? Okay, make I read from today. I won't read for now for BBC News. Then from BBC, I will compare with Israeli news. So that when I go see say ceasefire, no be really ceasefire. Okay. BBC News says, Iran denies violating ceasefire as Israel orders powerful strikes on Tehran. Iran denial. All right. Times of Israel says, Iran breaks ceasefire with missile attack on Israel. Katz instructed IDF to respond forcefully in heart of Tehran. And this news, why they read, so these two headlines from BBC and from Times of Israel, now like 3 hours after this Trump's announcement of ceasefire. But Iran talk say, we know, say we don't fire the last missile before Trump announced. And Israel talk say, we retaliate because say Iran, now them start them. So for my own conclusion and advice for this situation, I feel say we need to introduce VAR for football. Maybe we take side, because just they like say referee just blow whistle, you score goal, they no go no, or you score, you do offside. So I feel say they're supposed to introduce VAR for this system, make FIFA enter this situation, make them use VAR check whether Iran been fire missile after the Trump announcement, or whether they been fire this missile just as at the same time Trump make the announcement. We need know. You understand? We need determine this thing. If not so, this war no go end. It no go be 12-day war. It's supposed to end today, but it no go end. That's not my own which I won't talk about that. But anyways, regarding this last missile where Iran sent, I've been make live videos showing the 3 times how they fire us water. Oh boy. For the last one where they send alert, you know, say they always send alert message before the siren. For the last one where they send alert, because I been there inside bathroom, try to take my shower, so I go walk. Boy, now my phone just beep, that annoying beeping. Now for my heart. No, even for my heart. Now I start Moran. And Lisha can't tell me, say then go shoot rocket. Say make I come out for bathroom. I say, now lie you. I no go come out this time. Now I start to sing. Oh my God. I started to sing, take me home, country home, to a place I belong, West Virginia. Oh, mama, take me home. Oh boy, now I start to sing that song. They'll say, if this one go kpai me, make it kpai me, I know they come up for this bathroom. My brothers and sisters, I finish my bathroom. JJ, I just do my completion and thank God. This time around, they no send, they no fire rocket. So what am I trying to say? Everybody get time to kpai. This is why where they announce. Me, I no really take them. Say this is why they in effect. Because the way this Iran, they do things, and of course, you know go come this morning, after they don't announce ceasefire, you just fire rocket, we come by about 4 or 5 people for Beersheba, after they don't announce it, all through the war, these people, they are alive, but on how you come by, just after they don't announce ceasefire, it don't make sense now. So Israel been get the right to retaliate, if they been retaliate, and if cats talk say, Nalayo, Iran been don't break ceasefire rule, we must continue. Well, so it's not a 12-day war anymore. So I've been telling her, say, I've been read for BBC. So now the headlines where I've been read before, make I just read to now the full story. It says here, a ceasefire between Israel and Iran is already under strain, hours after being announced by US President Donald Trump. There is a timeline of what's been happening. Israel's defense minister accuses Iran of violating the truce and vows powerful strikes in response. Iran denies launching attacks after the ceasefire came into effect. Iran warns any further aggression will be met with a decisive, firm, and timely response. Overnight, both sides exchanged fire, with Tehran residents telling BBC Persian they witnessed one of the heaviest rounds of attacks by Israel. Local officials say 9 people have been killed in northern Iran. Israel's emergency service says 4 people were killed in Beersheba. Rescue teams tell our correspondent a building was hit where residents had been sheltering. It comes after Iran launched missiles at the US airbase in response to strikes on its nuclear sites over the weekend. Qatar said all the missiles were intercepted. Show now they see. This one why I just read to now so. Now like 3 or 4 hours after the so-called ceasefire. But anyways, I hope make today be the last day where I go talk about this war. At least I am so proud of myself that I don't follow this war. I don't report on right from day 1 up till today. If it go be 12-day war, that's awesome. I'll be happy because we don't tire. Everybody is stressful. We are stressed. We know one time again. So I've been warned, make today be the last day where I report this war. To conclude all my reports, I know say a lot of us for Nigeria, as I've been on talk before, say I know blame on her because if I was in Nigeria, I would also be thinking the same way when I think regarding the situation between Israel and Iran. Maybe I would think the same way. So a lot of you are thinking Israel is the aggressor and this you're believing, especially the propaganda and all the things you're seeing out there. Okay, but I won't just conclude with this, all right? Make una really understand. The question you're supposed to ask yourself, okay, if you don't want to be a judge, if you just want to check both sides, the question you should ask yourself, was Israel and Iran always enemies? Right from time, were they always enemies, or were they ever friends at some point in time? If they were enemies right from the beginning, so what happened? What went wrong? Why did their enmity start? Or if they were friends before, what went wrong along the line? Now there we suppose they ask questions, Rich. So make we see. I won't show now today. Say most of una way just they argue anyhow. They talk say now Israel attack first. They talk say Israel be the aggressor. Let's see why it is that way. All right, let's follow your narrative that Israel is the aggressor, but let's understand why. Okay, because I won't round up all this war with this one. Hopefully, I know go talk about them again. So it says here in Wikipedia, Iran-Israel relations. Iran and Israel have had no diplomatic relations since 1979, and modern relations are hostile. Now you see this one where they don't highlight for purple. It says the relationship was cordial for most of the Cold War, but worsened following the Iranian Revolution and has been openly hostile since the end of the Gulf War in 1991. Now, when it says cordial, what does it mean? It doesn't say that they were friends. or they were enemies. It doesn't actually say that. It says they were cordial. And what does it mean to be cordial? I will explain and give una this way. As I did, so let's say, for example, I be Israel. I get two people. One, Victor John Addy, and one, Victor Bassi. And Victor Bassi, I be MC Vicky B. Victor John Addy, I fit talk say, na my friend. And Victor Bassi, MC Vicky B, I fit talk say, we dey cordial. Our relationship is cordial. We say, even though say him now my brothers and we for the same place. Why am I using cordial and not friend for Victor Bassi? I'm going to explain to you why. Because me and Victor Bassi, we know they hang out, we know they share things, we know they share ideas, we know they do basically anything together. Whereas me and Victor John Addy, we they do so many things together. In fact, he sabi so many things, I sabi so many things about him. You understand? He tells me what's going on in his life. It's not even on a daily basis, but when we talk, you understand, we hang out. So Victor John Addy, I can call him my friend. Whereas Victor Bassi, who is MC Vicky B, is a cordial relation. We are in a cordial relationship, meaning we are not friends, we are not enemies. We're just, once in a while, despite the fact that he is my brother. That is how the relationship between Israel and Iran was. The same relationship I have with MC Vicky B, that's Victor Bassi, is the same relationship. So how did the enmity start? So let's say, for example, now, me and MC Vicky B, where be Victor Bassi, where we just in a cordial relationship. We know too they talk, but we did. If we go gathering, see each other, we go greet, we go say hello, but we are not close. So it can't happen. Say one day, maybe me, as I come day, so me I come by MC Vicky B to come by, and we come old by, but we get children. I get two sons, Raphael and Lishai, and MC Vicky B get two daughters, Emily and Melanie. So as them come grow up, maybe my sons, Raphael and Lishai, go to Chike, Emily and Melanie, or they want shine Congo. Emily and Melanie, they no agree. As in MC Vicky B, children, daughters, they no agree. And because of that, I don't know how maybe my sons approach them, or maybe even if they may approach them in a nice way, but just because they don't want, or maybe it gets some like enmity, when they heart, maybe they know even they like the papa, but they know being fit. They against my children. Why? Because the papa they are alive, and their own papa they are alive. But somehow they just come begin vex with my children. I mean MC Vicky B, Victor Bassi children, where we they in a cordial relationship, just come vex with my own children. That's so the problems take start between Israel and Iran. They were not friends, they were not enemies, they were just cordial. How I take note this explanation, why I explain give una, make I read them to una. Because most of una when una just they argue. Now, I don't know why when they argue. It says here, in 1947, Iran was among 13 countries that voted against the United Nations partition plan for the British Mandate of Palestine. Voted against. 2 years later, Iran also voted against Israel's admission to the United Nations. However, Iran was the second Muslim majority country to recognize Israel as a sovereign state after Turkey. Iran was the second Muslim majority country to recognize Israel as a sovereign state after Turkey. After the 1953 coup d'etat, which reinstalled the pro-Western leader Mohammad Reza Pahlavi as the Shah of Iran, relationships between the two countries significantly improved. That's in 1953. After the Iranian Revolution, in which Pahlavi was ousted, and Iran's secular monarchy was replaced by an anti-Western Islamic republic, Iran severed diplomatic and commercial ties with Israel, although relations continued covertly during the Iran-Iraq war. So now you can see for yourself that these people were not always enemies, even though they were not friends like Israel and USA, but they weren't enemies. They were just cordial. Then you do your own, I do my own. If we go UN meeting, we meet, we shake hands. Hi, that's how it is. Cordial relationship. Not like Iran and Russia, we thought they be friends. Not like Russia and North Korea, if we thought they be friends. Just cordial relationship. That's how it was until this Ali Khamenei regime, Ayatollah regime, start now they everything start where they no recognize Israel as Israel. So. And even when that happened, that was when they decided or they vowed, they promised that they were going to annihilate the state of Israel, say Israel no go dey map again. So you see, put yourself in the shoes of Israel. You that has always been against Israel and calling Israel the aggressor or the oppressor. I mean, towards, and we know, see, I never get time for now, especially you allow me, I never get time for you to talk about Israel, Gaza, this thing. I don't get time now. But since Iran is happening now, so now you are they tell this thing now. Put yourself in Israel's shoe. Even as you did so as a man, you did South Africa now, even though it's not your country. Then you hear say people, South Africans, they plot against you, say this guy you go buy. In fact, they must finish you, as in you hear, and you get credible evidence. You get two options. Either to fight back or fight first or to run. So when they talk say Israel do this, now they tell una say these two countries were not always enemies. Okay, but they were not friends either, but they didn't have issues, they didn't have problems. It's only until the Ayatollah regime started, that is when the Ayatollah regime vowed that they were going to erase these people from the face of the earth. So that's where the problem started. It's your boy, the Crackhead. I hope and I wish this will be my last video concerning this war, because it don't tire us. We are tired, we are exhausted. I mean, I don't tire to report this thing too. I know one day talk all this water, waiting this state done this city don't receive water. You know they sweet me to talk. I just had to report it because thank God I started doing it, because from these videos, from this war, and from my report, it's what has made me understand that a lot of you guys have been misformed. A lot of you guys do not know the history, but the problem is that you don't even want to research the history for yourselves. It's your boy, the Crackhead. Once again, may the souls of all those who have lost their lives, whether in Iran, whether here in Israel, may their souls rest in peace. War is not a good thing. There is no winner, there is no loser. It's not. It's just people, who want to secure things for themselves, make sure that things do not happen. But talking about winning and losing, it doesn't happen in war. So wishing you all a wonderful day. I hope this will be my last report and my last document about this war. Have a nice day. Bye for now.